Greeting to all. I am Mohammad Nagma Hashin, Assistant Professor from the Lord's Institute of Engineering and Technology, Hyderabad, Telangana, India, and the speaker for this session. On the behalf of InfoOBE, I am very happy to welcome you all for this Global Virtual Summit 2022. And also on the behalf of Lord's Institute of Engineering and Technology, India, we are very grateful to Dr. William Spady for creating this wonderful platform. Now, I would like to introduce our session. I would like to introduce our session from the track to computing, engineering, and technology, and from the theme one, models of learning, moving from principle to practices. Now it comes on the topic five, practical models for both quality and accreditations. So the my presentation is for the practical models for the quality and accreditation. The my presentation is on quality assurance and accreditations for educational institutions. So before going to the quality assurance, first we have to know what is the quality of education. It is a measure of efficiency of an educational institution. So where we can measure the efficiency of educational institution, then that will becomes under the quality of institution. So come to the next slide. Already we know this person, Dr. William Spady, he is the founder and the father of InfoOBE. So he has given the like a platform for us to like encourage the students to get the good knowledge what is the outcome based education, and we are very thankful to the William Spady sir. Now come to the first thing, what is a quality assurance? The quality assurance is all system resources and data need to maintain to improve the standards and the quality of teaching and research. So first, the quality assurance is done by the educational institutions where they have to maintain the standards as well as they have to maintain a good staff, and they have to maintain the good infrastructure to get the quality assurance. In that, we have to see the overall objective of this quality assurance is that students should achieve the best possible learning outcomes, as well as they should develop their personal development in relevant education that prepare for working life in the society for change. So if you are like if your college, if your education is like performing the good quality, then obviously by default the student will get the good knowledge on that, then they will able to develop their personal development then relevant to their degrees. So this is about the quality assurance. And so the quality assurance is the holistic approach covering all the process in higher education institution in order to serve the students and other stakeholders in expected quality standards. So the quality assurance is for the students as well as the stakeholders also. If the stakeholders are not able to provide the quality of education to the students, then the students will not get any quality of education. They will not get any like skills. They didn't perform anything in front of the society. So the first of all, before going to the accreditation, first we have to know what is a quality assurance. Next, the quality assurance is having the systems. So quality assurance, how the practice will be done for the quality assurance. So the quality assurance is having the systems like IQAC, means internal quality assurance cell. So the IQAC is a process where the quality assurance will be takes. The internal quality assurance cell is the main aim of the this IQS is to understand the college and its staff, students and stakeholders and the coordinate them for improving educational quality. So first of all, quality we talked about the quality assurance. So in that we are telling that we have to maintain the standards, we have to maintain everything for the college like infrastructure, staff and everything. So in that, in quality assurance we have one system, that is the IQAC, internal quality assurance cell, these IQACs understand the college and its staff as well as the students and the stakeholders and coordinate them for the improving the educational quality and educational standards. It is a recommendatory body to the principal and management. Obviously, if the college is require any standard of education, we have to give one IQAC cell, like a assurance cell, to all the colleges. Is a compulsory or recommendatory body for the principal and the management. Sorry. It ensures that internalization of quality culture. So after you are introducing the system of accuracy, the accuracy ensures the quality will be a culture of the accuracy system. Now, what is the work of accuracy? Is that documentation will be there, the NAC reports will be they have given, the focus on teaching, research, and the administration. So all time the accuracy work will be comes under the documentation. The documentation will comes under the how the students will be performing, what are the assignments they have given, what are the tests they have taken, like an internal test we have conducted. So this will comes under the documentation. Now the NAC report will be also comes under the documentation and the focus on teaching. So IQOC will take care of teaching. See, if any faculty is unable to teach the students in the proper way, the accuracy will be prepare the faculty to take the classes in a proper way that will be in the objective level, outcome level. And the keeping targets, promoting values of framework. This is the work of IQAC. So let's we see this diagram. From this, we can see the first one, what plan to achieve the desired quality standards. So the accuracy will be ensure and desire the quality standards. Next, commitment to the improvement. Obviously, the accuracy will the committed to improve the standard of education, so it will be improved. Next, balanced growth of the institution, as well as the students improvement, as the faculty improvement, then it will be also improvement for the institution also. So we have to take the balanced growth for the institution. Next, efficient and effective work done. So whatever the documentation will be done by the IQC, that will be effective and the efficient. Next, come to the established procedure and the modalities for the data management. Next, quality initiatives are there, and the reports and data submission for the bodies, then the transparency and website readiness. So once the accuracy will be done, all the work regarding all the documentation and focusing on the teaching and everything, the student outcomes and learning outcomes, whatever it is there, the finally it will be a transparent to the website. They can show they are having the good standards, they are improving the education levels, so they can show as a website readiness. This is about the accuracy. Now come to the accreditations. So what is the accreditation first? Accreditation provides assurance and the formal recognition of competence of organization and its staff in performing specific tasks. So first of all, accreditation is nothing but simple way. It is a formal recognition of the educational institution. If the my educational institution is accredited with some organization, then we can say this education institution is having some standard of learning, standard of objectives, and standard of outcomes. So in India, we are following the two types of accreditations like NBA and NAC. The NBA stands for National Board of Accreditations. The NAC stands for National Assessment and the Accreditation Council. So in detail, we will go for the accreditations, what are there. Like first, what we have to know, what are the importance and utmost benefits of educational institution accreditation? Why we require the accreditation all the time? See, quality assurance is not like it is under the college level. Accreditation is will be the institution level and the university level. So first we have to know what is the importance and the benefits of accreditations. So come to the what are the benefits of the accreditation. First, to know the institution strength, weakness, and opportunities available. So, if my college is accredited by some NBA and NAC, then that will be shows the college having some good standard of accreditation. Then, to identify the internal area of planning and resources allocation. Obviously, if it is accredited, we easy to find out what are the areas they are going to plan and the resources allocation. Next, initiatives institution into the innovative and model methods of pedagogy. It provides the society with the reliable information on the quality of education offered in the institution. So the accreditation is also provide the society with the reliable information. See, if I go for the search for the different colleges, if I get I see the accreditation, they have accredited by some NBA, they have accredited by some NAC, then only we can come to know these college standards are good, the teaching is good, the faculty is good, the researchers are good. So it will shows to the parents, we can say the stakeholders, we can say this gives the reliable information to the all. Next, we have the benefits of the institutional accreditation. First, determining whether the institution is meeting standards of education. So the first accreditation will see if my institution is meeting the standards of education or not. Next, improving the improving and enrollment rate by accreditation plans, then helping the management students to know about the college, we can say, and explore the graduates appear for the further certification purpose, we can say. Next, academics of the classes and the placements will be in, placements of an institution. So accreditation will be there, means placements will be high. So this will help for the placements too. Next, creates the goals for the self-improvement of education institutions. So it will be also create some environment for the institution to maintain them to be a good standards. So this is about the important and utmost benefits of accreditation. Next, already we discussed, we have the two types of accreditations in India, that is NAC and NBA. The NAC stands for National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So the National Assessment Accreditation Council NAC was established by the UGC in September 1994 at Bangalore for the evaluating performance of the universities and colleges in the country. The NAC's mandates include the task of performance evaluation, assessment, and accreditation of universities and the colleges in the country. So let us know what is the first NAC accreditation. So this is the like what is the NAC, where it is located, how it will be on it will be established and all. So first, what we know, what is a NAC accreditation. So let us know what is a NAC accreditation. If you are working in the educational field, it is very likely to that you have come across the term NAC. So every in India, every education institution having some recognition of accreditations like NAC and NBA. If you are like working in the education institution, you know the NAC and NBA. So the NAC accreditation at some time in your, you have also noted that educational institution with high NAC grades are regarded as recognized top tier in the terms of education delivery. If our education institution is having the very high NAC grades, means this is the recognized and the top tier in terms of educational delivery. Next, if you see the criteria, the 7 criteria of NACs are given here. What are they? The first one is the curricular aspects. So till in our India, we are like uh, we are a input and output based method. Now we are introducing that outcome based education to all students in all the institutions and all the universities. They are following the outcome based education. So first thing is curricular aspects, means my syllabi is in a curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular. So up to we are only following the curricular syllabi. So the some enhancement will be there for the accreditation. Then we will go for the co-curricular and extracurricular syllabus. The first thing will be the comes under the curricular aspects. Next, teaching, learning, and evaluation. So the criteria of NAC is nothing but first one the curriculars, second one is the teaching, learning, evaluations, third one is the research, consultancy, and extensions. Next, infrastructure and the learning resources. Next, student support and program progression, governance, leadership and the management. The last one is innovation and the best practices. So these are the seven criteria of the NAC. Now, come to the first next slide. What is the importance of and outcomes of NAC accreditation? So already we discussed, if my college or my university is recognized by the NAC accreditation, so first what is the outcomes they are giving? If it is accredited, that's okay. So further also we are getting some outcomes. The first outcome is NAC accreditation helps the higher learning institution to know the strength and the opportunities and the weakness through a informed review process. Next, NAC identifies the internal area of planning and allocation of resources. NAC also will help to finding the agencies with the objective data so that they can take a decision on the funding of higher learning institute. Then the most important outcome of a NAC is will help the education institute to initiate modern or innovative methods of pedagogy. So these are the some outcomes of NAC accreditations. Now let's discuss on the NBA. So NAC is two accreditation we already discussed. One is the NAC and one is the NBA. Now NBA stands for National Board of Accreditation. The National Board of Accreditation (NBA) was initially established by the AICTE, that is All India Council of Technical Education, under the section of 10 of AICTE Act in the year of 1994. Then the
Madam,
NBA is
please, quick, madam. Time is almost up.
okay.
Yeah.
The NBA comes under the existence of independence, like autonomous body from the effective from the 7th of January 2010. So these are the some steps for the NBA accreditation process. So the steps will be followed, then the college will be accredited by the some accreditations. So steps will be there, some documentation work will be there, everything will be there. Next, what are the ultimate outcomes of NBA accreditations? So everything, if accredited, if I'm going to do some objective on anything, so I'll get outcome. So obviously for the accreditation also we're having the outcomes. The first outcome is the global mobility, increase the employability and the greater opportunity. Is it clear? Sir, the better recognition for the institution. Yes, if institution is having some grades on NBA means is a better recognition. Next, continuous quality improvement. Next, improve the student performance and the turn of creativity to the institution, double the faculty contribution and better results. So here the accreditation will be also depends upon the what are the faculty are going to be contribute to the students. Next, come to the outcome-based education accreditations. So up to this, we talked about the two different types of accreditations in our India. Now, what is the outcome-based accreditation? Till recently, NBA for input-output based accreditation, they are following. Now it has switched to over outcome-based accreditation. So outcome-based education is a student-centered learning method that focus on measuring student performance, outcomes. Outcomes may include a range of skills and then knowledge. The outcome-based accreditation focus remains on the evaluation of outcomes of the program through the input and output parameters will be also looked. So we can see this cycle, the outcome-based education, first the curriculums, then the accreditation requirement, then the industries, for the placements, for the continuously improve the progress, then the standards of education will be increased. Now, finally, I'm concluding my presentation by what are the goals for this my presentation and what are the achievements we are going to done by if our college or institution will be accredited, what are the achievements will be there. So what are the goals? Contributing to the national development as well as the global competences among the students, then including a value system among the students and the promoting the use of technology and the quest of excellence. Finally, the excellence will be comes under the picture if our colleges or institutions will be accredited. So we can see the achievements here. We are having the three criteria are there for the achievements. One is the assessment, second is the criteria, third is the design. Now, finally, I'm going to going to discuss on already we discussed on the accreditations and all. Our college is also accredited with the NBA and NAC with the high grades. So we are already performing the outcome-based education. We are already introducing the outcome-based education in our colleges. So where we get the good standards of education. So like our college mission will be also depends upon the outcome-based education.
Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Dr. Arshad. I am from Islamic University of Medina, Saudi Arabia. Today I am going to discuss about laboratory assessment work for health. Initially I am going to discuss about what are the EBIT outcomes related to the lab. So in our university we are covering three outcomes that is related to the lab. One is SO4, that is mainly related to the safety. So this is SO4, an ability to recognize ethical and professional responsibilities in engineering situations. So we are using this SO4 for assessing the safety in the lab. The next one is we are assessing SO5, that is related to teamwork. So this SO5, an ability to function as a team. So how the students are working as a team in the lab. So we will assess that one in each lab experiment. So we are using SO5. And next one is SO6, that is specifically to analyze and interpret the data, how they are doing the experimentation, how they are conducting the experiment, how they are doing the circuit connection observation, and how they are concluding the result. All these things we will assess in SO6. So these are three outcomes, EBIT outcomes we are covering in the lab. So we've split our lab work into several sections. One is how they are observing, you can see here. Next, how they are doing the teamwork. Then how they are following the safety, and how they are concluding the results based on the data and the measurement. So these in the different color I have shown, we categorize several activities. One is experimental setup, other one is teamwork, then safety and interpretation of data with conclusion. So based on this category, we have developed a performance table. So this performance table will show in the starting of every lab experiment. So every student has to keep this performance table the starting of the experiment. So we divided the marks accordingly. So how they are making the circuit connection, based on that one they will get 15 marks. So for out of 100. Then how they are doing the measurement, they will get 20 marks. How they are applying the theory for analysis, they'll get 28. Then how they are writing the conclusion, they'll get 12. Then how they are doing the safety and teamwork, the marks are distributed accordingly. So we divided several things into several category. So first, like circuit connection observation and doing measurement and interpretation of result and experimental analysis, all these things will cover to SO6, and safety will cover to SO4, and teamwork will be in SO5. So what we did means we have developed a PI and rubrics for each parameter, performance parameter. So I'm going to the next slide. That you can see this is the rubric we have developed for circuit details and connections and measurement and equipment. So how they are using the equipments, how they are doing the measurement, how they are making the connection, all these things we have developed a PI. You can see that is PI 64. This 6 indicate SO6 and 4 is the PI number. So this is related to psychomotor. So this is our PI: assemble or connect the circuit as per specification or the design requirement and choose appropriate components. So from this PI we have developed the rubrics for assessing that performance parameter, which one is circuit details and connections. So for circuit details and connection, we classified again the PI into 4 factors: 1, 2, 3. From this 1, 2, 3, like you can see 1, 2, 3. This PI is in the column number 3, the row number 3. the PI has been again classified to 4. Then from that one we have developed the rubrics for circuit connection. You can see the next slide. So you can see how they are measuring the results by using, for example, in electrical engineering lab they are using CROs and functional generator. So how they are seeing the results. So PI61, 6 is SO6 and first one is the PI for the observation and measurement. So you can see this is the PI for that one, how they are using power supplies, power meter, all these things. So these PI we again classify into 3. They are making proper and safe connection, they are adjusting properly all the equipments, they are taking accurate reading. All this we have been classified the PI again to develop the rubrics. So for example, if we are how they are applying the theory for experiment analysis, so that is not psychomotor, that is they are evaluating, they are doing the analysis, so that is not psychomotor, it will come in the cognitive, but we are using the PI 63, that is related to SO6 and the PI number is 6. So we are again classify this PI into 3, how their data is presenting in chart, or sometimes they have to draw the graph, maybe they have to include the data in the tables, sometimes they have to for example, if they have to draw the VI characteristics, they have to draw the graph. So how they are presenting this graph, for example, all the calculation, maybe some equations are there to do the calculation, so all the calculations are correct or and present the table in the proper manner, and they have to do the analysis. In analysis they have to do measured, and they have to compare the measured with predicted value, that means their calculated value has been compared with measured, so how the results are getting. So based on that one we have classified this applying theory for experimental analysis, this PI again classified to 3 to develop the rubric. So are related to rubric development for teamwork, how they are performing as a team. So we are using SO5 for teamwork. So this is a PI number. Again we classify the teamwork into for example, if we are giving 10 marks, the 10 marks will be divided into 34, 33 and 33%. All the team roles, responsibility of all members are properly defined, they'll get full marks for that one. So if they if not defined, lack of proper definition of team roles and responsibilities, maybe they will get very less marks. Out of 10, the 34% they'll get full marks. If they are not performing properly, they'll get nearly like 1 or 2 marks out of 10. So similarly we classified everything for the teamwork. So I'm not explaining more, so someone want to read the rubrics, I'll share this PowerPoint, so you can go through that. And the next one is we have developed a rubric development for safety, how they are performing the safety rules and regulations. So this is a PI 11 and it belongs to SO4, so you can see PI 411. So this SO4 is related to the safety, so we develop a rubric for we classify the 10 marks for that one. The next one is finally we have shown the one sample. This is a performance parameter have been shown the starting like 15 for circuit connection, 20 for observation, and together for conclusion and analysis part total 40. So all these things I shown that one. So next question, how we can do all these things in the lab. So for that one we have developed a evaluation table. You can see here we will write the student name. So once they are doing the connection, the starting we will go and check how the students are doing the circuit connection. So for circuit connection we have developed a rubrics. So you can you have seen that there is a 4 steps are there, whether they are following everything properly. So if they are doing everything properly, they'll get E. If they are not, if they have some mistakes, they'll get A. If they're not performing very well, they'll get U. So initially we'll go and check in the starting and in the end of the lab how they are performing the circuit connection. So if they are doing everything properly, they'll get 15 marks. But I think this student have some issues, so he got 14 marks. So similarly, we will go and check how they are doing the measurement. Based on that one, we will mark like E, A, M, U. Then this applying theory and analysis and interpretation of result and conclusion, we will check once they submitted the lab report, how they are calculated, how they are presented the graph by doing the analysis. All these things, it will be in the report. So from the report we will check. Maybe he got out of 28 he got 22 marks. Maybe we already shown how we are doing the rubric development for the experiment analysis. Based on that one, maybe he did some mistakes, so he got 22. Then if we perform every safety and regulation everything properly, he'll get 10, and the team work out of 10 like this. So we will check all these things in the lab, in the starting of the lab and the end of the lab. So in the starting we'll go to each group and we'll check how they are performing. So in between we'll go rounds. So in the end we will finalize that they have done everything properly. Then they'll get E for circuit connection, and if they are doing measurement everything properly in the starting and in between in the end everything is properly, so we'll mark here. From here to once we got EAMU from this table, we will transfer this one as a mark to the performance table. So this is the way we are doing the assessing the laboratory experimental. Once while I'm explaining, maybe you feel that it's very cumbersome, but actually it's very simple. Actually we will make this evaluation table. You can see this evaluation table. From this evaluation table we are checking in the lab whether they are excellent or educate or moderate or U under. So based on all these data EAMU, we will transfer this one to this performance table, then we will finalize the marks. So thank you so much for everyone for listening this this presentation. So if you have any query, you can ask to me.